Burlington councillors have voted to freeze development charges for 2 years. While some are hailing the decision as a victory, others are wondering if taxpayers will foot the bill for the loss of revenue. Burlington Mayor Marianne Meed Ward agreed to the freeze to spur on what she calls a stagnant housing market in the city, but the mayor also stated that the freeze is a bit of a gamble. I asked her to expand on that thought.
So we rely on development charges. We collect them and rely on them to pay for a portion of the impacts of growth. So if we need new roads, community centers, transit, libraries, things like that. And there's a whole, development charges bylaw that we study what we need based on growth. If we freeze the DCs, that's not coming in. However, we are in a massive housing crisis. It really is an emergency. We have heard from the industry that ground-oriented housing, so singles and towns and semis, has gone down 84%. The multi-residential development has gone down over 90%. The housing sector has kind of gone off a cliff. And so if we get no development, at all, we get 100% of nothing because nobody's applying, nobody's coming in. They can't make it work. And what we have heard from the development industry is two things: that this could help allow some projects to move forward because it's the difference between building at a loss or building at even or a slight profit. All of the DC benefit would pass on to the home buyer. So this is also about preserving affordability for residents. The single family home development charge is $21,000. So ask yourself, if you're a new home buyer, what you would do with an extra $21,000 that you don't need to pay in DCs. So it really is a way to get more shovels in the ground. We also get other revenues. So in addition to development charges, we get assessment growth, which is new property tax payers. That keeps your taxes on average about 0.5% lower than they would have been. We get parkland dedication fees, we get community development fees, we get building permit fees. And right now we're drawing down our building permit reserve because the applications aren't coming in, but we keep our staff there in case the market turns around, but we're having to pay for that from reserves because the permits aren't there. So there's a revenue side in addition to development charges that we simply aren't getting if shovels are not in the ground. So I believe it is a manageable and wise risk to take in a housing affordability emergency.
Yeah, it's one thing to have housing out there. You've also got to make it affordable housing as well. So this helps on that side of things. So for right now, as the market is down, makes sense.
And that's why it's 2 years. It's not forever. It's a temporary situation to deal with the crisis. And we need other levels of government, which we will be doing, asking them to make us whole for the DCs so that we're not out anything. They have pledged to do that, 50 cents on the dollar, the federal government. The province has said, we'll keep you whole if development charges go down. So I have an advocacy letter all ready to go. After council, we will be asking them to step in and step up as they have pledged to do.
So that is some new housing that we were touching on there. Let's talk about some old housing that will be preserved, not just housing, but a whole district. An approval of a heritage district in Burlington. This doesn't happen every day.
This is a significant achievement, and it's actually been something that's been discussed in the downtown since before I was even on council, dating back to 2008, 2009, when the first attempt at a heritage district downtown. And you create a district when there are many houses in a particular area that are heritage, that are usually over about 100 years, that have some heritage attributes that meet the criteria for heritage protection. So instead of kind of one at a time, you create a whole district to protect it. So Burlington Avenue, Ontario Street in downtown Burlington, close to the lake, that area, that pocket is now, assuming this clears council, which it should, a heritage district, the first in Burlington and the first really in the region that I'm aware of in decades.